My name is Ethan Eggett. I run Westboro Student Painters, which is a division of Student Works Painting here in Ottawa. Work in the Westboro area, obviously, and love my work.
Nice, man. So for you, what challenges were you facing in your business before you decided to join the marketing mastermind?
I think the main thing I realized is definitely in this day and age, like going in online services was definitely where you need to develop your business if you want to succeed. And it's way more effective than spending your time door-to-door marketing or anything else. So it was somewhere, and I was really looking because I had no idea what I was doing. I was absolutely lost. I was just looking for somewhere where I could both learn and take advantage of the online services like Facebook, Instagram, just anywhere that I can get my name out there. And so that's kind of why I just kind of found the program. I was just looking, I was asking around my coach. I got a bunch of people telling me that this was a thing, and so I heard it out. I signed up for the video, and I was like, that sounds good to me. Did the interview, and I was happy with you, so move forward.
Nice, man. And did you have any hesitations about joining, about marketing yourself online? Like, yeah, I guess, did you have any hesitations?
Um, I think the hesitations was again, I had no idea what I was doing. But I would say I needed to do it. I know you had good referrals, so I trusted the process. I trusted that it was going to work out. You explained things very well. There was a good process to it. Everything made sense. So I would say like any hesitations I had were cleared up quickly. But I didn't have many hesitations going forward.
Awesome. So for you, what did you find most valuable about Marketing Mastermind? Was it the additional training? Was it the templates? Was it the community that was like kind of helping you out too? Or was it the personalized support?
I honestly think the accountability sessions were the biggest thing. I would say that kind of connects to the community. Just knowing that there was people there that I could chat to, people there that, were a little bit, not mad, obviously, it's my own business, but were kind of disappointed that I didn't hit my goals. Maybe slacked off and didn't do my job where I should have. Just a kind of a nice, get out there, get off your ass, do some great work, have a stellar business. I feel like that motivated me. That did actually help or hold me accountable because I didn't want to. I almost felt bad coming to a week session having not done something, so I always made sure I did. And kind of just having that ability to rein me in is something that I think every business needs, and I was able to take advantage of that, and I was happy to have that.
Amazing. And how much were you able to book using what you learned this year?
I don't know. I think it ended up being because I got a big job at the end actually. I think it ended up being like 15, 20,000.
Okay, cool. And how much did you spend on ads?
Uh ads. I think it ended up being like 1,500
Cool.
and it being somewhere around there.
And so how did that change your mindset or your approach to marketing and to your business, knowing that like there are other ways, right? Like you could have juiced it up, put a lot more into ads, got a lot more back. Uh, how did that change your approach and how are you thinking differently maybe about the future, knowing that there's this other avenue? You don't just have to do door to door or rely on referrals and word of mouth. How did that change things for you?
Yeah, no, I think the big thing was the time it saved. Like I value my time at a pretty high premium. Um, and so even just the fact that it cost money was one thing, but it saved me money in the long run because I could spend so much more time rather than door-to-door marketing, rather than doing it myself and spending 5 times the amount of time. Just like online marketing, just doing it that way, put a weekly thing in, get it set up, and then it runs itself. The ad, I'm getting the leads, I'm doing the work on the meantime. It's like pretty much doubling my time. I'm marketing while doing everything else that I do, just by having my ads out there. And so I think the time saving was the best thing.
Incredible. And most people join because they want to book more work for their contracting business, right? But obviously there's a lot of options out there. They could pay a marketing agency to do it for them. They could pay per lead on a site like Thumbtack, Angie, HomeStars, those sorts of things. They could try to figure it out on their own, or they could obviously join the marketing mastermind. What do you think makes the marketing mastermind stand out from the other options that are out there?
I think the one thing that like I looked at a few other agencies while I was kind of looking at the beginning to find someone. I think one thing that you I didn't even really know as the extent, but I was happy that it was more of an extent than what I thought going in, but just how much you actually help us learn. It wasn't just, give us a percentage or give us, whatever and we'll do everything. But it was like, here, I'll teach you how to do it. Like we're gonna actually do it together, and so I didn't feel lost. I felt like I was actually in the loop. I felt like I knew what I was doing and I learned something. And after a year, I improved on something. I think that's something that I really value, and I'm super happy to now actually know what I'm talking about. It can help me with friends and other business owners and stuff. It's great just to have on my roster. I think that just the ability to learn. I think that was probably my favorite part. What made you stand out, and why I became a mastermind.
That's awesome, man. And for you, a lot of people think that it takes a lot of time to manage their own Facebook ads or to manage their Facebook page to make this content. They think that it's more complicated than, it actually ends up being. I guess what was that experience for you? How much time did it actually take you to manage this process?
Oh, I would say throughout the whole year running the business, I maybe put in like sitting down and actually just, grinding out Facebook stuff. I'm talking 10, 15, maybe 20 hours.
Over the course of the
Um,
whole year?
yeah, just because it's 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes. Like the time really only adds up if you have to sit down and gruel through it all. But the process that you had set up, it was kind of just like go, take what you're giving me, add my name, my stuff, work with it a little bit, done. Like I could have most things done in 15, 20 minutes. If something really drastic needed to come up, it was like an hour, but it lasted months. And so it really didn't add up too much. Um, most of the stuff too I could delegate out as well, so it wasn't even like I had to focus too much on it. It was really easy to delegate. That's just kind of the way you have it set up. So no, I don't think I think maybe max I spent 15 hours.
Yeah, could you actually maybe expand a little bit more on that? Like, because I think a lot of people don't even know how they would go about delegating it. What was your experience delegating it to somebody inside of your business, or like I know who you delegated it to, so you can maybe share a bit on that because I'm sure there's going to be lots of contractors out there that end up doing a pretty similar thing. So I'd love for you to share a bit about that.
Yeah, well, definitely, I would say the way you have it set up, you do it so well that honestly, my 5-year-old niece could probably like run my Facebook for me, like the posts and stuff, because you give us the template, and then realistically, we're just copy pasting, adding our information and sending it out there. Like it's not tough. I got my girlfriend to do it. She enjoyed doing it. It didn't take too much time. She likes that sort of like Canva stuff. She likes just messing around with that. She's artsy like that, unlike me. Um, and so yeah, pretty much I was just kind of like, hey, do you want to, mess around with this? You get to make cute little, infographs on the business. She was like, yeah, why not? If I'm bored, gives me something to do. She was happy to do it. Super easy, looked great afterwards. Like, not much effort for a really great final product. And I didn't even have to do it. Like I think that's as good as you can hope for in most things.
For sure, man. Cool. So for the amount that you had to invest in order to join the mastermind, would you say that it was worth it?
I would say it was worth it. Oh, 100%, yeah. Like the stuff I learned is going to last forever. It helped my business. I made my money back in the ads. Plus I learned a lot along the way. 100% worth it.
Amazing. So somebody was sitting here watching this and they're going, should I get this help? Should I not join? What would you tell them? Any final words here?
Yeah, no, I would say definitely give it a try. But if you're looking to actually learn and you're looking to not just help your business this year, but help yourself in the future and in the future, I would say it's 100% the best opportunity you're going to have to learn about kind of this sector, this kind of online digital marketing sector. I don't know of another program that does it quite like Mastermind. And if that's just it, you're not just getting an agency, you're actually becoming a mastermind. And I think it's definitely worth it if that's what you're looking to do.